this he was. At that age, he was dribbling past big grown men like they weren't there. Don't ever compare it to Lamine Yamal. Max Dowman is clear.
It is over. Arsenal is winning 3-2 against Newcastle. One person needs to be given all the credit. Max Dowman won the penalty. Brother, he's the future of football. I don't care what anybody says. That man right there, he will be the face of Arsenal come a couple of years' time. This brother has no fear in the world, drives with the ball. Bro, he does not care. He'll let off shots. But Max Dowman, you will be the future of this club. Good penalty from Odegaard. I was a bit scared. Can't lie, you missed against AC Milan. You missed against United. I was scared when you took out that penalty. But good shit, Odegaard, my captain. Practice them penalties right now. Gonna be a long season ahead. 3-2 to Arsenal.
Viktor Gyökeres 0-0-1 has officially started. I know he didn't play. Arsenal won 3-2 against Newcastle, and I'm not gonna lie, fair play. Fair play, Arsenal. You found your level. Because Newcastle even scoring 2 goals, they just wanted to remind you that you always finish second place. Newcastle scoring 2 goals, and remember, they had no Isak. And Arsenal, you technically had your first team. But yeah, Mikel Merino, this guy is a goal scorer, bro. He heard that Arsenal signed Viktor Gyökeres and he wants to remind Arsenal that he is their false 9. He wants to still play there in that position. But Elanga's goal was nice. I'm still calling that a chip. I'm still calling that a chip. Yep, I repeat, it's still a chip to me. And then, obviously, 1-1, 2-1 Arsenal. It becomes 2-2 Jacob Murphy and then Odegaard last, a penalty 6 minutes before 90th. To win the game 3-2. A lot of football today. We even had Marcus Rashford making his debut for Barcelona. On top of that, Manchester United winning 2-1, who won, we won. Liverpool losing yesterday. It feels like football's back with all these continuous games, and it actually is back in 2 weeks from now. I don't know what that was with my rap, bro. Anthony Elanga has only gone and done it and scored against Arsenal. Yes, Arsenal. Hey, things we love about Manchester players. Anthony Elanga, bro. I'm calling that a chip. He chipped the goalkeeper. You're telling me Arsenal lost to AC Milan, and now they're also losing to Newcastle. How are you losing both games? Not a single pre-season win at all for Arsenal. Arsenal who? Arsenal where? Arsenal finito is what we say. Hey, things you love to see. I love this game. I love this game. Arsenal. Yeah, don't want to hear about them. While Manchester United are undefeated in pre-season, drawing to Leeds, beating West Ham 2-1, who won, we won. Bruno, captain, Magnifico, Fernandez, brace, beautiful game. Mainu assist, Ugarte masterclass, Cunha looks promising. Then you have Arsenal buying all these players, signing Viktor Gyökeres only for Anthony Elanga to humble them. Only for the team that lost 4-0 to Newcastle, 4-0 to Celtic. They lost 4-0 to Celtic to humble them. No comment, no comment.
Let's go, another big win in the pre-season against Newcastle. 3-2 win, very convincing. The scoreline doesn't do it justice. Battered them for 90 minutes. A good goal by Murph to bring them back into it, but honestly, we battered them. And we look good, and this is without Gyokeres. Wait till he's added to that starting 11. We are a problem. The league is going to be ours. Come on, you Gunners.
A defeat in Singapore for Newcastle United. Arsenal 3, Newcastle United 2. Look, I wouldn't really look into the result. Newcastle United just are lacking that squad depth. That's the one thing that I've got a big issue with today. Like, you look at that team and you look at the bench and stuff, and we're going to be going into next season, Premier League, Champions League, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, with such a thin squad. We need signings in the door very, very quick. Elanga scored. Obviously, it's not his first goal, but he scored. And then Jacob Murphy scored, and like, I wouldn't look too much into the result and performances. It's pre-season. It's a different atmosphere with the weather and stuff. But my biggest concern from today is Newcastle United need signings, and very quick. We've got Villa in 3 weeks. We're going to struggle. Not just for the team, for the bench, for the whole morale, everything. We need signings in the door very quick.
So that's another 90 minutes in the tank then for the Arsenal in the pre-season, beating Newcastle 3-2. Bit of needle in that game, as there is always going to be. I'm not a massive fan of us playing other English sides, especially quite country ones like Newcastle and Spurs to come. But yeah, I guess it's where they want Premier League games, don't they? And this is the closest, hopefully, they'll ever get. Obviously, I never dine out on pre-season games. It's very much just getting minutes in the legs. But there's some good signs in there. Another finish from Mikel Merino. I'm telling you, he's just a very good finisher. Like, I don't think last season was a fluke. Speaking of good finishes, our second goal was an absolute wallop by the Newcastle player. I don't really know what he was doing there, to be honest. And then Odegaard, of course, got the winner from the spot after Max Dowman That kid just glides, doesn't he? He's special. And then Joel Linton just shoved him over. Sky's blue water's wet. Although, actually, he didn't get away with it, which is a turn up for the books. Yeah, just plenty of positives to take. I don't know what the fuck that is. I swear to God, you're toddlers. You end up wearing their food. Good to see Gyokeres getting unveiled to the fans that were there. Ideally, he'll get involved at some point. I'm sure he will, but obviously he's probably been keeping fit, but he has to sort of click in with the actual side itself, right? But yeah, happy days. As always, let me know what you think in the comments. Usual shit. Shut up then.
He's 15 years old. Look at this run from Max Dowman. Turns, look at how easily he just waltzes past him. Now he's driving into the box. That's Joel Linton chasing him down, slows down, wins the penalty. He's so good, it's unbelievable. And that was his third run of the game. He came on with half an hour in the game to go, right? Within 30 seconds, Joel Linton had hit him in the face, he had a bloodied nose. But he picks the ball up in these positions and he's just fearless. Drives with the ball through the heart of the midfield. And from that opportunity, ends up getting a shot off from the edge of the box. Good save by Pope down to his right. Again, in this position, kind of looks like there's not a huge amount on. But within 3 or 4 touches, again, he's just waltzed into the box, gets a shot off. Good save by John Ruddy that time. John Ruddy, by the way, apparently he still plays football. But Max Dowman is just unbelievable. Like, for a 15-year-old to be doing that, I don't know where we're going to go with him. I don't know how high the ceiling is. But right now, I've never seen a 15-year-old just look this comfortable at this level. It's obscene.
And it's full time in Singapore. Arsenal beat Newcastle in their second pre-season friendly of the collection. Bring on Hong Kong and bring on Tottenham Hotspur. That's all I have to say. And let's just be honest. After that performance at the beginning, it was a little bit of a woeful start. We got there in the end. And let's just say, second half, Max Dowman entered the building. He's showing you game after game. He's 15 years old. Remember that. 15 years old, Max Dowman. And he's showing you time after time the ability this young player has. I'm going to speak so highly of him because I've never seen a player, and I'm going to say it, since Lionel Messi, that is producing that much quality at a young age on the field. Taking on players. He made Joel Linton look like a little boy in 1 second of him touching the ball. And that was just that's truthful. Honest to God. Apart from that, the team is looking strong. Zubimendi with that forward passing. If we get somebody in that midfield alongside Odegaard to take on the ball on the half turn, because that's something that Declan Rice lacks, if we can perfect that, we will be in with the money. The money, let me tell you, because those forward passes, Zubimendi was popping in, flying in, straight off 1 touch, 2 touch. Oof. It was crazy. Sometimes we couldn't actually handle it. But all in all, it was a good game. We went down. It was a little bit sloppy. We've come back. You know, we've let them regain. We've brought on some fresh legs. Max Dowman was killing it on that right-hand side. And there you go. A good game from Nwaneri again. Saka, you know, touch and go with him at sometimes, but he was still doing his thing. I'm not going to sell Trossard this season, me personally, no matter what anybody says, because what he produces when he comes on is quality on the left-hand side. That skill, that flair, that cut-in, we need that, and I don't think we should sell him. Apart from that, good game. Bring on Tottenham. Can't wait to see Gyokeres. 3-2 here. Let's go. Bring on the next game.
5 things we learned from Arsenal 3, Newcastle 2. Before we get into this one, if you could please drop me a follow and a like, that's greatly appreciated. But let's get into it. The only place to start is Max Dowman. It feels so weird talking about a 15-year-old, but this kid's the real deal. And I actually skipped him on the last 5 things we learned because I just thought it's just too much. He's only 15, but he is so good. First of all, 10 seconds in, he gets clattered by Joe Linton. And you think at 15, maybe that might like scare you a bit or put you off. No, if anything, it encouraged him. He had 2 shots on target, both where he just picked up the ball in that right channel and just drove. And I think the second one was definitely a great save. First one a little bit central, but still did really well. You know, he's 15 and he's striking the ball with that power. And the way he won that penalty, just, again, picking up the ball, driving. I mean, Matt Target, if he wasn't looking to believe the Premier League, he probably should now, because he got absolutely done by Max Dowman and then wins the penalty. And yeah, definitely one to watch out for. He's definitely going to get some big minutes this season, so looking forward to that. I love Ricardo Calafiori, but he can't play over 45 minutes without his knee going, and it's starting to get a bit concerning. He had 2 big injuries last season. which left him out for lengthy spells. Came a bit injured after the Euros, I think it was. He obviously did his ACL when he was like 17, 18, but he is struggling. And I love him. Like, I'm his biggest admirer, but I just think, when is it time to like leave a player or maybe take some money while you can? Because I just don't know if he can deal with this physicality. I mean, it might be nothing, it might be precautionary, but I hope it is anyway. Let's keep an eye on it. I think we need to stop playing Premier League teams in pre-season. I mean, this is Gyökeres. He got the foul for this, but you can see he jumped in, and there was like Joe Linton on several people when he was on, but Max Dowman, a 15-year-old. Shah on Havertz a few times. They're just out there to hurt people, and I just think you want to avoid that in pre-season. Players don't want to get injured, and I think you're more likely to get injured when you pull out. And yeah, got away with it today, but definitely like to keep away from Premier League teams in pre-season matches. Although we won, it was another one of those stories we had last year where we were always around the edge of the box. We weren't really penetrating much, and they had 2 lucky goals and they scored. And you know, on another day we don't get the penalty, which, you know, maybe not being a penalty, I thought it was soft. And you're just looking at it thinking, we got away with it, and we need to be starting putting these lower teams to bed, because otherwise they're especially a team like Newcastle, they've got talent, they can score 2 goals like that. So yeah, one to keep an eye for, but hopefully, you know, when Gyokeres is here and he's scoring 2 goals a game, we'll be alright anyway. And finally, he's here. And I love that we introduced him in front of the Newcastle fans who have lost their striker or about to lose their striker, because I don't like Newcastle. And yeah, a little bit dark from Arsenal, and I like that. I like us being on a bit of a villain arc. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Please drop me a like. I'll be doing the player ratings later. But yeah, enjoy your Sunday, people.